Imagine spending 15 years behind bars, while the one person who could have set you free, the very judge sworn to uphold justice, hid the truth that could have saved your life. This isn't fiction. This isn't a movie. This is a true story of a man trapped in a nightmare and the judge who let it happen. He was a young man in his early 20s, full of life, a future ahead of him. But one night, everything changed. Police sirens, flashing lights, and an accusation he never saw coming. A crime had been committed, a violent attack that left the community shaken. The police were desperate for answers, and desperate men often make desperate choices. Within hours, this young man was in handcuffs, accused of a crime he did not commit. The trial came quickly. The evidence was shaky, the witnesses uncertain. But fear had gripped the city. Someone had to pay. And so, the system delivered its verdict. Guilty. With the strike of a gavel, the young man's future was sealed. His mother wept in the back of the courtroom. His pleas of innocence were drowned out by the sound of a justice system moving forward like a machine that couldn't be stopped. In prison, days turned into weeks and weeks into years. He held on to hope, believing that one day someone would discover the truth. But here's the shocking part. The truth was already known. During the trial, evidence had surfaced, evidence that pointed away from him, evidence that raised serious doubts about his guilt. But that evidence never reached the jury. Why? Because the judge, the one man in the room meant to guarantee fairness, made a choice. He suppressed it. He buried it. He told himself it was inadmissible. He told himself it would only confuse the jury. But in reality, he knew if the evidence was seen, this young man would walk free. For 15 years, the judge carried the secret. He went to work every day. He presided over cases. He shook hands, wore the robe, and swore the oath. All the while, a man sat in a cell, losing his youth, his dreams, his chance at life, all because of one decision. The truth finally came out by accident. A clerk discovered documents hidden deep within the case file, documents that should have been presented at trial, but never were. When the defense team saw them, they were stunned. These papers proved what the young man had said all along. He was innocent. The evidence that could have cleared him had been deliberately withheld. And when investigators traced it back, it all pointed to the judge. A man entrusted to uphold the law had instead betrayed it. For 15 years, he chose silence over justice. For 15 years, he chose his reputation over an innocent man's freedom. When the truth reached the courtroom, the man, now in his late 30s, was finally released. He walked out of prison gates, blinking into the sunlight he hadn't felt in over a decade. His mother, now older, held him in tears. But freedom could never give back the years he lost. The birthdays, the family dinners, the chance to build a life, all stolen. And the judge? He faced investigations, public outrage, and the collapse of his career. But even with his fall from grace, the damage was already done. Justice delayed is justice denied. And for this man, justice had been denied for 15 long years. Now I ask you, should a judge who knowingly hides the truth face the same punishment as the people they wrongfully imprison? Do you think 15 years of stolen life can ever be repaid? If you believe stories like this need to be heard, share this video. And don't forget to subscribe, because more untold stories of injustice are coming.